Thanks for stopping by for the Ag Report. Past Montana Grain Growers President Vince Matson of Chester is on Capitol Hill this week, taking part in the Environmental Defense Fund's Top Producer Network fly-in, where farmers are talking with lawmakers on how to align economic and environmental incentives for producers. Vince told me it's important to be there to help shape how conservation policy is created.
If you're not at the table, those programs aren't being suited and tailored to what you can use and how it's going to benefit that area. These conservation programs, farmers are getting more involved. Farmers are trying new things. We all don't farm the same. A one size fits all type of conservation program is not going to work anymore.
Vince said one of the challenges with existing conservation programs is early adopters are largely excluded.
I would consider ourselves a fairly progressive farm. We're trying new things, and a lot of the programs, if you've already done them before, you're not allowed to tap into that money.
Vince told me on their farm, they've adopted a lot of changes on their own to take better care of the land, decrease costs, and hopefully become more profitable.
We've been no-till forever. Our farming practice about 10 years ago, we started seeding every acre every year. That's not a standard practice in Montana. And we have found our soil health getting better, but it was a struggle for a few years. And there was no money for that. We did that on our own. I bet you in the last 10 years, we probably reduced our fertilizer needs probably close to 50%.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here for the markets and talk about the hot off the press Census of Agriculture.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought. There always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us back here for the Ag Report. Well, USDA released the 2022 Census of Agriculture Tuesday. Released every 5 years, the census provides insights into almost every facet of agriculture. Now, it would take us the rest of the year to comb through all the data, but here's just a couple of highlights. Montana has about 10% less farms than 5 years ago at 24,000, but the average size of a farm increased by 10%, close to 2,400 acres. Montana farmers and ranchers raised $4.5 billion in ag products. That's a 29% increase. And the average age of the Montana farmer increased from 58.2 years in 2017 now to 59.3. Like I said, a plethora of data in the census, so we'll continue to dig through and report back to you. Now, cattle futures moved lower as feeders gave back Monday's increases. A lot of support, though, from the cash market that was $3 to $8 higher last week. The feeder cattle market continues to push higher. In Belle Fourche, 5-weight steers sold from $3 to $3.25, 6-weights $2.87 to $2.97, 7-weight steers they sold from $2.46 to $2.53, and 5-weight heifers $2.96 to $3.16. A big offering and strong demand at the Pay's annual bred ewe sale. The young bred ewe sold $2.50 to $3.50 per head, 4 to 6-year-old ewes $1.50 to $2.25. And with no support to be found, the nearby hard red winter and spring wheat futures were back to contract lows Tuesday. There's just been a meltdown in fundamentals here. Cheap Russian wheat exports are weighing on the global market. March spring wheat closed at $6.72, winter wheat at $5.95. That's it for today's report. Have a great day.